Hi, this is Amy from paperandspool.com, and I'm just here working on day 10 of my December daily. So the inspiration for today's day, day 10, is coming from this page of Allie's from last year. And I'll just try and kind of zoom in. It has these stars all down the side and then a big block of writing on this side. And so that's what I'm gonna go for here on mine. And I originally thought I was gonna use this numbered 110. It's numbered 1 to 10 from the main kit from this year, and I thought that I could kind of go in there and cover up some of the numbers with little pieces. But as I started doing it, I didn't have anything that was exactly the right size, and it was kind of bothering me how it wasn't exactly like you couldn't really get away without seeing some of the number behind. So what I decided to do was then go and make my own page like Allie's page from last year, where I sewed my own boxes and the sides were big enough to add the pieces that I was interested in using on the sides. And you'll see I've already stuck down a couple of stickers here too. So that's what I'm going to do on this side here. The other side of my day 10 is just a small 3x8, and I worked on this quite a while ago. So this is where the actual number is going to be, just spelled out with some great a little gold font from Studio Calico. And then the hexagon is adhered on the outside so that you can kind of use it as a pull tab. And then on this side I've got a picture of my downstairs Christmas tree and then me putting up the lights with my husband. So that's what I'm going to be kind of working on here. It's going to be a much simpler day than what you saw from my 8 and 9 where I had that pull-out tab. If you haven't watched my 8 and 9 video yet, I'm sorry, it's so long. But there's a lot of cool stuff in there, so if you're willing to check it out, I promise the payoff is kind of good. There's some good stuff. So I'm just going to set the album to the side here so that I can work on a flat surface while I'm doing my journaling and adhering these tiny little pieces. So because these pieces are so small, I am going to be using the red line tape for the ones that don't already have adhesive on the back. And they are rubber pieces, and the red line tape and the rubber seems to be an okay match. Do not use glue dots on these rubber pieces because the glue dots and the rubber react and you will end up with a great big mess in your album. So I've never had a problem. I've had pages where I have the red line tape and the glue dot on two different pieces on the same page, and the one with the red line tape has always been fine, and the one with the glue dot was the one that kind of disintegrated into a huge gross pile, and it wrecks your pages. It just goes right through the paper. You can staple them too if you want to avoid if you're not sure about your adhesive and you don't have the red line tape and you want to avoid the problem. You can use staples, or you can sew them on. So I just grabbed a bunch of little pieces from I kind of have just a big, one of the Michael's Recollection brand tote boxes with all kinds of stuff in it. And I grabbed some little pieces, and I have some ideas for 6 different journaling things here. So that's what I'm going to be doing next here. I'll probably read them all out after I'm done writing them so that I don't mess them up. So what I wrote: loved playing duets with Sherry and Mom V as the kids played Lego and had a great time. Chris and Dad worked on an amazing roast beef dinner, a nice family day. So we had a great time all together there. Max got the go-ahead to register in can skate instead of the preschool program. He's made so much progress and is barely recognizable on the ice. Chris brought an espresso machine and has been making the most delightful drinks for us the past few days. Normally we have a strict no-spend policy before Christmas, but I'll allow it. The coffee is too good. Pageant practice was so adorable. Max, Scout, and Tyson were wise men. Callie was an angel, and Iona was the cutest donkey I'd ever seen. The kids are the perfect age for the pageant this year. And then Mrs. Chandler, Max's school teacher, sent home a holiday traditions project that Max gets to present in class today. He's very excited to show off for Christmas. And Max has been super into the record player this year and is always hitting play on the holiday tunes: Disney, Michael Bublé, and Freddie Fender. Found a cool old Freddie Fender record that Chris has been loving this year. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sub out the one from there, and I'm going to put this one in instead. And you'll just see there I had them kind of falling all over the place, but I have Max's can skate, or pre-can skate, sorry. He's graduated to can skate. Now I have his ribbons, and I put last year's skating ribbon in the album too, and I kind of like that it's a fun place to keep them, but I might try to make something a little bit more, I don't know, presentable. So he's got, when they graduate, I guess they give them all of the ribbons so that they have a full set, because they assume that you've lost all the old ribbons, which is probably true. I probably would have lost last year's ribbon if I hadn't kept it in the album. So I'm planning on putting these ones in as well. And I'm not sure yet how I'm going to add these in, if I'm going to do it as like a bit of a flip or maybe put it on Max's tag, because I have a tag for him like this, and maybe like a little pocket style thing. This one's Chris's. I don't know, Max's must be later in the album. So I think I'm going to try to do that with those, but I'm not going to worry about that for today, because I think that this is a good spot to leave day 10. And I've got a good amount of, I've got that hexagon cut file. This is available for free on my blog, paperandspool.com. You can find it in the free downloads. And then I just cut it twice, once for the front and once for the back. And then that page with all the journaling. So I'm loving that for the day 10. All right, so that's it for today. I'll see you back tomorrow for day 11. My foundation pages don't have much down for day 11, so I will be kind of thinking on it and trying to decide what I'm going to do for day 11 here. See you later. Bye.